Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about what it girls are wearing in 2026, and I feel like this year is such an interesting one for fashion, because we're not really living in one dominant aesthetic anymore. It's not only clean girl or quiet luxury, or Y2K or coquette. It feels more like all of those moods have already passed through the fashion cycle, and now the coolest girls are taking little pieces from each of them and making something more personal. The 2026 It Girl doesn't look overly perfect. She doesn't look like she copied an outfit from a trend report. Her style feels collected. It feels like she has a few vintage pieces, a few very simple basics, one slightly strange item, one beautiful accessory, and somehow it all works. And that's really the mood of the year. Fashion feels more instinctive again, a little sporty, a little feminine, a little bohemian, a little polished, sometimes even a little awkward. The best looks are not necessarily the ones that are the most perfect. They are the ones that feel like they belong to a real person. So in this video, we're going to talk about the pieces, silhouettes, and styling habits that are defining the It Girl wardrobe in 2026. Let's start with capri pants, because they're definitely one of the most obvious It Girl pieces of the year. And I know capris are one of those items that people either love immediately or need a little time to understand. They can feel tricky, they can feel nostalgic, they can even feel a little awkward, but that's kind of the point. In 2026, style is not only about wearing the most flattering thing possible. Sometimes the coolest piece in the outfit is the one that feels slightly unexpected. Capri pants have that energy. They're not trying to be traditionally sexy or overly elegant, but when they are styled well, they look incredibly modern. The most current way to wear them is with contrast. Think capris with ballet flats, a simple tank, a little jacket, pointed toe heels, or even flip-flops in the summer. They also look really good with a more polished bag or a pair of glasses, because that little intelligent, slightly offbeat feeling works perfectly with the silhouette. It's very 2026 because it doesn't feel too obvious. It has character, it has a point of view, and the girl wearing them looks like she understands proportions rather than just following what is conventionally pretty. Ballet flats are also not going anywhere in 2026, but they feel a little more grown up now. A few years ago, ballet flats were tied so strongly to the coquette aesthetic. They were styled with bows, white socks, mini skirts, and very sweet details. That version still exists, of course, but the 2026 version feels more relaxed and more integrated into everyday style. It girls are wearing ballet flats with capris, midi skirts, relaxed denim, soft trousers, and even sporty pieces. They're not always trying to look delicate. Sometimes the ballet flat is there to make a utilitarian outfit feel softer, or to make a very simple outfit feel more intentional. I think that's why they still feel relevant. They're feminine but easy, pretty but not too formal, and they give an outfit that little quiet charm without needing too much styling. Another huge part of the 2026 It Girl wardrobe is sporty dressing, but not in a gym outfit way. It's more about nylon jackets, zip-ups, windbreakers, sleek sneakers, sporty tanks, and pieces that feel athletic but are styled with fashion pieces. A technical jacket over a midi skirt, a sporty top with tailored trousers, a zip-up with pointed toe heels, a capri pant with a windbreaker and a structured bag. That mix is what makes it feel current. The sporty piece keeps the outfit grounded, but the styling makes it chic. This also says a lot about how people want to dress now. We still want ease, we still want comfort, we still want clothes that can move through the day, but we don't want to look like we gave up on style. So the 2026 It Girl takes something practical and makes it feel intentional. Utility pieces are also very important this year. Cargo pants, pocket details, khaki tones, safari-inspired jackets, relaxed trousers, and practical-looking outerwear are all part of the conversation. But the 2026 version doesn't feel too harsh or too military. It's softer. It feels more like city adventure dressing. The colors are earthy: stone, olive, sand, brown, cream, washed gray. The shapes are relaxed but not messy, and the styling usually brings in something feminine or polished to balance it out. That balance is very it girl, practical but pretty, relaxed but still styled, like someone who could walk around the city all day and still look good at dinner. Boho is also back, but not in the overly festival way we used to know. The 2026 boho girl is more refined. She might wear a suede jacket, a lace skirt, a woven bag, a loose blouse, a long necklace, a soft scarf, or a pair of sandals that feel a little vintage. But she's not wearing every bohemian detail at once. It's more about adding touches. A tweed piece with a simple white tank, a woven bag with a clean summer dress, a flowy midi skirt with ballet flats, a scarf in the hair, a little bit of texture, a little bit of romance, but still very wearable. This is what makes the new boho feel fresh. It's less costume-like. It's more effortless and less decorative. It gives the outfit soul without making it look like you are dressing for a themed party. Suede is one of the key textures for 2026, especially if you want that soft, expensive-looking, slightly vintage feeling. A suede jacket, suede bag, suede boots, suede belt, or suede skirt can instantly change the mood of an outfit. It makes things feel warmer and richer, even when the styling is simple. What I like about suede is that it works with so many of the other trends. It looks beautiful with denim. It works with boho pieces. It makes utility styling feel softer. It adds depth to minimal outfits. And it brings that 70s-inspired feeling without needing to go fully retro. Another very important part of it girl style in 2026 is vintage. Not necessarily head-to-toe vintage, but pieces that feel found, rare, or slightly outside the current retail cycle. Bella Hadid's 2026 Cannes wardrobe, for example, has been described by Vogue as very vintage-focused, with archival and Riviera-inspired pieces shaping her summer fashion narrative. Vintage makes an outfit less predictable. It adds personality. It also allows someone to wear a trend without looking like everyone else. This is why vintage bags, old sunglasses, archival-inspired dresses, and secondhand jackets feel so right now. The 2026 It Girl wants her outfit to feel curated, not copied. For summer specifically, the It Girl wardrobe is getting very simple, but not boring. White denim, capris, flip-flops, asymmetrical tops, little tanks, relaxed skirts, and easy dresses are becoming the foundation. Harper's Bazaar recently pointed to capri pants, white jorts, flip-flops, asymmetrical details, and unexpected color palettes as part of the 2026 summer street-style mood. The interesting part is how casual everything is. Flip-flops are not just beach shoes anymore. White denim doesn't have to feel preppy. A tank top can become a whole look if the proportions are right. This is very much about summer dressing that feels light but styled. You can imagine the 2026 It Girl wearing a very simple base, then making it work with sunglasses, a good bag, a scarf, a clean sandal, or one unexpected color. It's the kind of look that says, I didn't try too hard, even though every detail is doing something. Midi skirts are another major piece in the It Girl wardrobe. For a while, mini skirts had so much attention, and they're still around, but midi skirts feel especially right for 2026. They are elegant, but they don't have to be formal. They can be silky, cotton, lace, sheer, structured, low-rise, or more fluid. The best thing about midi skirts is how easily they change depending on the styling. With ballet flats, they feel soft and feminine. With a sporty jacket, they feel more unexpected. With pointed toe heels, they become polished. With flip-flops, they look relaxed and summery. With a suede jacket, they get that beautiful vintage feeling. They are also perfect for the current mood because they create movement. They don't feel stiff. They make an outfit feel a little more graceful, even if everything else is very simple. Scarves are one of the most important styling details of 2026, and not just scarves around the neck. We're seeing them tied around bags, worn as belts, wrapped around the waist, and especially worn on the head in that bandana style. The bandana scarf feels very current because it can go in so many directions. It can look coastal, it can look vintage, it can look bohemian, it can look very off-duty model. It can even make a very simple outfit feel like a full look. A scarf tied over the hair with sunglasses has that instant it girl effect. It feels casual, but glamorous, like something you would wear on vacation, but also on a regular city day if you have the attitude for it. Glasses are also becoming more important as a fashion detail. Not just sunglasses, but optical-style glasses too. They add personality to an outfit in such an easy way. A simple look can suddenly feel more intelligent, more cinematic, or more specific when you add the right pair of frames. This fits perfectly with the 2026 It Girl mood because the style is not only about looking pretty, it's about having an identity. Glasses can make an outfit feel less obvious. They can balance something feminine. They can add a little bookish charm to a very simple outfit. Pointed toe heels are also having a very strong place in the 2026 wardrobe. After years of very casual shoes, there's something refreshing about a sharper heel again. It doesn't have to be extremely high. In fact, a lower pointed toe heel often feels more modern because it's elegant, but still wearable. Another major direction is draping. Draped tops, asymmetric necklines, twisted fabrics, soft folds, off-shoulder details, skirts with movement, and dresses that feel fluid rather than stiff. These pieces are perfect for 2026 because they add interest without needing loud prints or heavy styling. A draped top with trousers can be enough. An asymmetric skirt with a simple tank can be enough. A twisted dress with barely there sandals can be enough. The clothes have movement. They look slightly different from every angle, and that makes the outfit feel alive. This is also where the It Girl wardrobe becomes more grown up. Not boring, not overly minimal, but elegant in a way that still feels modern. In 2026, a lot of the best outfits are interesting because of texture. Suede, lace, crochet, satin, sheer layers, crinkled cotton, fringe, woven leather, soft knits, and slightly imperfect fabrics are doing a lot of the work. Instead of relying only on prints, It Girls are using texture to create depth. This is a quieter way to be expressive. A simple outfit can look completely different if the fabric has movement, softness, shine, or texture. That is why suede jackets, woven bags, lace skirts, sheer layers, and satin pieces feel so relevant. They make the outfit feel considered without making it loud. After years of very quiet dressing, glamour is also coming back. But not in a full old Hollywood perfectly polished way. The 2026 version is more casual. It's glamour in pieces. A shiny skirt with a simple tank. A pointed toe heel with relaxed trousers. A metallic bag with denim. A beautiful brooch on a plain jacket. A satin dress worn with barely styled hair. A glossy detail added to something very understated. The new glam girl doesn't look like she's trying too hard. She just lets one part of the outfit shine. And I think this is why it feels so good right now. People still want ease, but they also want beauty. They want clothes that feel special again. And of course, we have to talk about Zendaya, because her red carpet and press tour appearances this year are such a perfect example of where fashion is going. What makes Zendaya's style so powerful is that she never treats a red carpet look as just a pretty dress. There is always a story. There is a reference, there's a character, there's a reason the look exists. Her appearances this year have had that very cinematic quality again. Some looks feel archival, some feel futuristic, some feel romantic, some feel sculptural, but they all build a world around her. She can wear something dramatic, but it still feels intelligent. She can wear something glamorous, but it never feels empty. Every look feels like part of a larger fashion language. And I think that's why she continues to influence the way people think about dressing. She reminds us that fashion can be fun, beautiful, researched, theatrical, and personal at the same time. If you want to get this kind of style, I would start by thinking less about buying a completely new wardrobe, and more about changing the way you style things. Try a different shoe with a familiar outfit. Add a scarf to your hair. Wear a midi skirt with something sporty. Bring in suede or woven texture. Try capris if you are ready for something more unexpected. Add glasses, even just as a styling detail. Swap a round toe shoe for a pointed toe heel when you want the outfit to feel sharper. And most importantly, don't make everything too perfect. The 2026 It Girl look works because it has personality. It's not too matched. It's not too clean. It's not trying to look expensive in a very obvious way. It feels like someone who knows fashion, but also knows herself. So that's what It Girls are wearing in 2026. Capri pants, ballet flats, sporty layers, utility pieces, boho touches, suede jackets, woven bags, midi skirts, scarves tied on the head, glasses, pointed toe heels, draping, texture, and a little bit of glamour. And honestly, I love this direction because fashion feels more fun again. Not chaotic, but more personal. We are moving away from the idea that style has to fit perfectly into one aesthetic. The best outfits right now have contrast, they have movement, they have a little imperfection. Let me know in the comments which 2026 It Girl trend you're actually excited to wear, and which one you still need a little convincing on. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.